I should. I never expected you. You know, whenever I talk about it, I get belly again.
Oh yeah.
You got me just
I'm going to have to.
rolling again.
The Chicago Tribune, in its editorial, proposed that there should be a deal made with the Nazis. If they called off their march into Skokie, they should be allowed to march into Market Park or other parts of Chicago. Do you think that kind of arrangement would be moral?
No. How can you make a deal with a devil? How can you deal with the devil? I, as a Jew, I rather deal with the devil than with them. What they did, things which I witnessed and I have seen it, that they talk about a devil. I don't believe that a devil can do something what they used to do. They used to do take our young women pregnant, knock them down on the streets, kick them in their stomach till they bear their kids, and then take this child and knock it with a foot and knock it with a head on the wall. They used to take all the women and men in a cold winter day, you know, in zero weather, undress them on the street and take a hose and clean them. The Jews are dirty. Now, are they going to allow this in the United States of America shall happen? I know there's a lot of people here which they say they rather have oil than Jews, or they got to turn us into oil first. And we are not going to stand for it. Well, I'm ready to die any second for this cause, that the American soil should not be blooded with our blood. It never was, and I hope that in generations to come it's never going to happen here. Or we can expect, you know, from the past what we went through. I am a pessimist, and I believe, God forbid, it can happen here too. When they can allow them and go to march and make deals with them, they are a group of few people. They don't work, and they have plenty of money, and so they must have supporters which finance them.
Do you think the Nazis here in Chicago and America could become powerful?
Yes. Well, we know from history. In the past, how many people did Hitler have in the beer garden?
Just a handful.
Just a few people. And look what happened. Anything, God forbid, shall happen here in this United States, we shall have a depression. Whom are they going to blame? Right away, the Jew and the Nazi party is going to be on top. Now, it can happen here too. When I talk to American-born Jews, liberals, they laugh. They say that I'm not normal. Oh, I know, I talk from my experience, I know. I lived it through. I was in Auschwitz, I was in Mauthausen, I built the crematoriums. I've seen what they did. Now, nobody can come to me and deny it. I'm still alive.
What is your attitude toward the liberal American Jew who says it's okay for the Nazis to march into Skokie on the basis of the First Amendment rights?
I don't deny the First Amendment. The First Amendment is a wonderful document. Or is it written in the First Amendment that a group of people can organize to kill another group of people?
But from a practical point of view speaking, wouldn't it have been better just to let these clowns, as you said, march to Skokie and have this thing all forgotten? Now a lot of publicity has been generated.
Well, this is a very broad question to me. This is cancer. When you catch it in the early stage, real early, you have a chance to survive. Or when you let cancer go, it spreads.
Yes, but now what could happen is that these Nazis could be proposing all kind of other activities against the Jews in America, and if the Jews react so violently every time, where will this thing end?
We are in America several million people, and we have given America on the proportion, a lot of knowledge. We have very big people in America, Jews, in the scientific, in the medical, in other branches. And when the Nazis shall come to power, those liberal Jews are just going to be Jews, as I was. But they're not going to be Jews either. They're just going to be a number with a half a Star of David, condemned on their arms, condemned to death, like I have.
So how does one put an end to this kind of business?
The government, our government,
You think the Nazi
our
Party?
government has the strength, which I believe strongly, and I'm always ready to give my life even now for America. For America is very good to me. Our government got to see to it that they should not grow.
You think the Nazi Party should be outlawed throughout
Yes.
the United States?
Yes, they should be outlawed the same way like they are outlawed in Russia, in Poland, in Romania, in Czechoslovakia,
You
in
think that,
Bulgaria.
you think the Communist Party should be outlawed in America too?
No.
Why the difference?
The difference is the Communist Party does not preach death.
Well, but it is a known fact that the communists killed around 10, 12 million Russians during the purges.
The American government, before, when we had the war with the colonies, one brother killed the other. Well, they understood it should be a different shape of government. One part want one shape of government, the other one want another. Now the Russian people, as they were oppressed till 1918, 1914, for the Tsars, and we had a lot of Jewish pogroms there too.
Of course.
And a lot of Jews were the instigators to build communism. Even Karl Marx was a converted Jew. That's something a different. I can say a different ideology, a different ideology between communism and Hitlerism. When you want to know, really, in 1939, when I was still home in Poland, Russia opened up their borders and they said, come in. A lot of Jews perished. A lot of Russians perished. A lot of other nationalities perished. Or nobody took in Russia the Jews and put them in crematoriums. After the war, how many thousands of Jews returned out of Russia?
Well, but after the war or during the war, many people were sent to Siberia to their death by the communists, and the same people who also live in America now. There are some people who object very violently to just the existence of Communist Party in America. Isn't it the same cause that the Jews and the other people are fighting against terrorism in the world?
But that's a political question.
Yes.
That's something.
Are the Nazis
They say,
a political question?
No, they're not. How are the Nazis a political question that they want only clear race, only a white, blonde race with blue eyes?
Yes.
Now, I'm a Jew, I got blue eyes.
Very nice ones too.
So, they don't look at my eyes, they look at my birth. I was born a Jew. Then I got to be destroyed.